As you can probably tell by the fact that I have left my hair in its natural state, I am deep into writing some secondaries. But the good news is I am almost there, and I got my first interview invite this week. It was actually the very first thing I saw when I woke up in the morning. I went to check my phone to see if I had any emails, and there it was. The first thing that popped up on my screen was an invitation to interview. It just set the tone for the whole day. It was great. Since I'm a little bit more experienced now in writing these secondaries, I thought I would tell you guys a little bit about what my experience has been like. So the first thing I would say is definitely don't underestimate how much time writing these is going to take you. I tend to be an optimist when it comes to my time and think that I can just get things done way more quickly than I can. Know that if you really want to put out a quality product and have a quality essay for these secondaries, it's going to take you some time, and that's okay. Just make sure that you're consistently chugging away at it and that you set aside enough time to get to where you want to be. And along that same note, some of the secondaries will have some crossover, maybe asking you about a challenging situation you encountered or a time that you worked on a team. And that's great because you already have written about that, and so maybe you can use some of your same writing, some of your same material for multiple applications. Even though some of the prompts are the same, you will likely have to tweak your answers to some of the questions. You probably can't just copy and paste because a lot of schools will ask a similar question but with a little bit of a different spin. My next note is a little bit of a positive one. So it's actually really fun to research schools when you're writing these secondary applications. It starts to feel a little bit real that you might actually attend one of these places if you're accepted there. So that's been my favorite part, is figuring out what the curriculum is like and you know, what their student population is. So let that be fun and explore the whole school's website and see what really interests you, because I think that will help a lot in first of all, making you motivated to write the secondary application, and also about how you want to tailor it. If you really align with the school's mission statement, then that's totally something that you can bring up in your secondaries. Or if you really relate to one certain program or one aspect of their curriculum, then you definitely want to highlight that. So that's really fun, and even though it's a long process, that can be something to kind of keep you going, is figuring out what's different and what's exciting to you about each school. And the final thing that I've learned this week is it's okay to take a break when you get a mental block when you're writing. I'm definitely the type of person that feels like if I'm not getting something, then I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna focus on it and I'm gonna study it and sit there until I get it right. But with writing, it's a little bit of a different process. That might work for organic chemistry or physics, to kind of play with things until, you know, they fall into place in your mind. But sometimes I think with writing, and especially writing about yourself, it's better to take a step back and take a break. I would start to get kind of frustrated, and then I would end up having to go to sleep and wake up the next morning knowing what I wanted to say. So taking a break is a great thing, and if all else fails, sleep on it and come back to it the next day. That's it for now. I need to go get back to finishing up my last secondaries. So I'll see you all back here next week. Fingers crossed and prayers appreciated for more interview invites. And of course, make sure to subscribe to the Premed Star YouTube channel and connect with me on the site. Have a good week.